And we're going to call this address the left pad mount house. That's the address, okay? And we're at this job site, and what we're going to do is we're going to phase some cabinets together. We got capacitive test points. So we know that when we phase capacitive test points, what we're going to do is, when you're using your tool, the PD25, is you're going to verify what? Your tool's working on a live known voltage source before you phase, right? You're going to do that every time. You do the battery test, that's fine, but now we're going to make sure before we phase that the tool's working properly on a live known voltage source. So Mr. Bradley is going to go phase to ground, and so we're going to see that the tool's working properly on a live known voltage source, that the phases before we phase are energized. That's the other purpose. So there's another one. But the third and biggest purpose is that Bradley is going to verify that my head's in the game. Bradley is going to verify, now we're energized, he's going to verify that I'm mutually accountable to him at this new address, new job. He's going to verify that, and that I'm going to be mutually accountable to him the whole time we're at this job. And I'm going to verify with Mr. Bradley that he's going to be mutually accountable to me the whole time we're on this job as well. Okay? That's just what we do every time, every job. We're a little slower than some crews, but him and I are happy. We got all of our body parts, and we're going to retire from APS. Okay? And everybody that watches us, because we set an example by not what we say, but by what we do, everybody around us gets it, they see it, they adopt it into their life, and they also have great careers, family lives, and are safer. And they retire from APS, okay? So that's what we do. Every job site, we're gonna verify we're mutually accountable, and guess what? That's on the tailboard. And we signed off. We didn't sign off on that tailboard, we signed it. There's a difference between signing off and signing. Bradley and I, when we sign it, we know that we're committing to our covenant with one another as linemen, our oath to watch over each other, commitment and connection. We have a connection. Bradley, he don't like me, okay? He doesn't like my tattoos. He don't like my piercings. I chew all the time, spit all the time. But when we're out on the job site, the fact that he don't like me has nothing to do with his commitment to watch me and be mutual accountable to me. Because he knows that I deserve, even though I'm lame and even though I'm no good for nothing, I still deserve to go home safe to my family. And I know that Mr. Bradley, he's all clean cut, you know, and does this and does that, and he's all a goody two-shoe kind of guy. I know that he deserves, I don't like him either, I know that he deserves to go home to his family safe and sound as well. He's got kids, right? Do you know? He's got a wife, and she deserves him. I don't know why she does, but she does, and I commit to that oath. Because I'm a lineman. It's not about relationship, but is it? Think about it. If I don't like Bradley and Bradley doesn't like me, is crew relationship, does it affect safety? Does it? A lot of times. That's got to stop. Safety has got to be above relationship, and the safety is my relationship with Bradley. That is my connection with Bradley, is safety, period. I don't like him. So just because I don't like him and he don't like me, we don't disconnect when we're linemen. We don't disconnect. Him and I, we are connected because of safety alone. You guys get that? Period. All right? And that's how it's got to be. So yeah, you're exactly right, you guys. Crew relationship does affect crew safety. That's how it's been. But that mentality is what's hurting folks. That mentality is what getting guys killed and losing body parts. That mentality is not a safety culture. Not a safety culture. All right? We don't have to like each other to have a safety culture at all. Safety, That's where it's at. That is the mindset, that is the culture. Your disgruntledness with somebody is not the mindset, and that is not the culture in our job at all. We're linemen, okay? There's no room for that in line work. This stuff here was the eighth most dangerous job. This stuff here, make sure that that is not what you need to be thinking. So don't think like that. Okay, here we go. And now remember, at the middle pad mount house, we're at a new job site. So we go phase to ground to verify the tool's working on a live known voltage source. Verify that it's energized before we phase. But third, and the most important thing, is we're verifying Bradley to me and me to Bradley that we have mutual accountability. And that's on the job briefing. And we signed it. So we agreed to that oath. We agreed to that covenant as linemen. I don't like him, he don't like me. We don't let that get in the way of our work because we have a safety culture. Okay, that's the mindset. Just because you don't like somebody, that does not rule your mind on what you do when you're in the field. You got to disengage from the fact that you don't like that person. Okay? Period.